So the children are being children. They will make noise. They're happy. They're happy. So please, I am here in the Piercy Primary School, and I'm with the head teacher and Amina Youssef, the head trainer with Waka Development Partners. So please, may I know your full name, please?
I'm Mrs. Rosina D. I'm a teacher, I'm the head teacher here.
Oh, okay. And we're talking about some of the challenges that the students have with their learning. Many can't finish school. Everyone has to end up leaving and being part of the world and being productive. And you were telling us about how important it is that they learn some simple skills, practical skills. So do you want to tell us more about that? About the practical skills and how important it is?
Yes, because most of the children, especially the girl child, they become dropouts. So if we get the time for them to learn practical skills, they can take up for themselves. Their financial burden will be released more. Some will come here, they can't even get soap to wash their hands. When they learn how to make soap, it means that they will use that soap they have learned to make to wash their clothes. They will get financial support from what they have made. So I think donors, the Tom Brown, and all those food grains, they will all come to build their morale, and they won't be dropouts in future.
So when you say they won't be dropouts, you mean no matter when they leave school, they're going to have skills that will help them to be productive.
Yes, please.
And so they will have some of their own money, they can make their own money.
They will help themselves. There won't be a question of unemployment. They can be employed if they know it at any age when they even drop out from school, that they are self-sufficient, they can have something doing. They won't go and sit in the house.
Oh, okay. Amina, do you want to talk about some of, because you've been doing this sort of training, this sort of income generation training for a long time. You know, you've worked with us to train women in different villages. You worked with EPA to train women in different villages. And you know, so the program that you're developing, it includes both some basic business bookkeeping, how to know what to buy, how much to buy it for, how much to sell, how to make it, how to manage quality, things like that. So tell us a bit about your program that you're designing and the different pieces that you would do.
Yes, this program is sustainable livelihood support. It supports the house everywhere. And what I have realized is that if you train them, you don't train them how to make things only, how to make donuts or bread or so, but you train them how to do bookkeeping, costing, marketing. You train them all those things. Let's say that if the person hasn't been to school, the person don't know how to write, But there's a kind of way that I train them in how to keep the things, their bookkeeping. They know that, oh, let's say that I've bought these 10 CDs. I will not set it at 20 CDs. You have to sit down and check your transportation, the item you bought, the labor, all those petty things you gather together to bring that in to be what it is. Okay, then after that, you calculate everything together. Then you know that, okay, maybe I bought it 20 CDs. I'm selling it at 30 CDs. And what I calculated and got 40 CDs. I've run at a loss, you see. So if you calculate everything and then the market, then you know how to sell it. You know how to sell it. If you know how to sell it to, don't say that, oh, now Quercy, I sell things at Quercy. Go to Quercy and check where will you sit and sell it. The environment you are sitting, is it neat? Is it clean? Then you go, you look around all those things before you start the business. You don't go in and say, oh, I'm making donuts. I have some money to buy flour and all those things. No, we don't do that. We look for markets, your neatness, environment, that's environment. You look at the people that you are going to sell it to and what you are giving to them. Will it help them, their health, their supporting their homes and all those things? So you look at all those things before you start a business. You don't train like that. Yes.
So tell us about, you talked about different things. You talked about making soap, you talked about making juices, you talked about bow fruit, which for us in the West we call donuts. And talk about it, and talk about how they make use of natural ingredients too. The soap makes use of shea butter, it makes use of ash, the bow fruit makes use of the shea butter.
A sustainable community livelihood support. So we look for the things that are in the community, the natural things that are there. Even if you don't have money to go to market, but you get something like shea butter. If you want to make soap, we have shea butter. Dawa is there. We use this thing. The peel, this thing that instead of us to we burn it to ashes. To make soda ash. We get soda ash from the dawa. We get the soda ash from the dawa to make the soap. So the training is in a way that even if you don't have money, but you can do it and get something out of it. It's not a matter of going to market to buy all the things. Now we have is watermelon season. Watermelon is there. We have oranges. We have banana. All those things are there. So the watermelon, even if you don't buy it from the market, but you get it where they are cultivating it, you can do it small. Or even if you buy it from the farmers themselves, that way it doesn't cost. You can use small money to buy plenty, and then you do it. You will not buy sugar. You will not buy sugar because watermelon contains water and sugar in it. Yes, you don't add sugar to it. So you can do that one and sell occasions, even not selling alone, occasions. You need not to remove the small money that you have to go and buy things from the market or to go and buy from the store, but you make it yourself so that it also cut the burden of you.
And you've designed this so that if there was lots of facilities, if you had ovens, if you had fridges, you could do some things, but you've designed so that we can work without having to spend a bunch of money on equipment. So it can be just like in people when they leave school in their houses, maybe they don't have an oven, maybe they don't have a refrigerator, but they can still make some of these things and sell them, correct?
Yes, it's economically. With that fridge, you can make it, put water in a big basin, press it outside, air will just blow on it. You see, the water will be cool. Use that water to mix it. Then you tie it and put it in another cold water too. Taking things that are too chilly too, if it's not good for the heart. So somehow it's cool, not chill. You can take it.
And health-wise, it's very healthy. The cleanliness, the health standards are not something that come from outside, but that have been practiced forever.
Yes, because we care about our health. Nowadays, the sugar diseases, that diabetes and those things is up. So we are training them to how to use our natural resources that have already sugar in it. We need not to buy any sugar and add it to it again. So our health is concerned. That's what we're doing.
So teacher, please tell, you've been talking to Amina and this, and you see your students, you see your children having to leave because family pulls them out because of things that they have to leave, and they leave without skills to really do well in the world. Tell us how this will help make a difference for them.
Just as I'm saying, most of them, why academically they are not good. And we continue repeating, and they become bored and they run out of school. But with these practical skills, I hope they won't be dropouts. Even if they leave school, they can still have something to do at home. So the practical skills is coming to support them so that they won't be dropouts.
How do you think their parents will support it? Will their parents be happy?
Well, they will be happy because even we try to help them with exercises. So if they come to see that their children themselves are having income generating activity to do at home, I don't think they will be against it. They will be happy. They will like it, and they will also even go to learn from the children. I hope they will learn from the children. And at the end, you'll see that the whole community will be improved.
How about the children? Will they enjoy this? Will you have to force them to take it, or will they be eager to take it?
Children like practicals. Children even enjoy more practicals than the classroom. They will enjoy it. When you have a practical lesson, they are rather eager than when you ask them write, calculate, and all those sort of things, because they are going to use their brains more. They become bored, and the lazy one will not like it. But practicals, every child likes practicals. I hope so.
And we talked about that we would do 6 weeks units, so each class would have 6 weeks of this. So it would be time to learn some of the basic bookkeeping skills, time to learn some of the skills to make product, to learn how to market the product, and then have supervision so they can go and make it on their own, and Amina can help correct them. And so you think that will work the 6 weeks?
We will fix it on our timetable. We will look at where they have like music. We will put them inside there for the lady for Amina to help them.
Oh, okay.
Our timetable is there. We'll fix that in. We'll do it locally and give her the schedule how she can come in to help.
Okay, anything else you want to say? I want to go and get some other pictures, but this one will be very helpful. This is good.
This is the practical session, but coming to maybe the classroom too. I don't know. With our readers, I don't know whether you can help out with a few. Especially the pieces. When they pass here and go to Genesis, they will give them the one of the book to read. If you can't read, even if you pass, you have to come back to primary. So our biggest problem is on the readers. So we have started photocopying them, and we can get a number. We will pay them 2 or 3 so that next year that sort of thing will not happen again.
Oh, okay. So these are the readers, and you
These
need.
are the readers. Last year we photocopied this. Some are gone, so we have started the whole process all over.